Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It's another day, another game, right? So, I know I was supposed to have a speed duel deck today. That is not going to happen. I do have the deck. I'm going to release it next week. It's just, it could use a little extra polish and practice time before we submit the full deck list. It's going to be Speed Duel Harpies, because again, this was something that was requested. And if I don't feel like it's going to be done right, I try not to do it. Instead, we've got a game to talk about. So the game is called Kryptik Wicked Prophecy. And I was sent a couple of starter decks. I got this one, and I've got this one right here. The difference being that one is the Druac deck, one is the Piscean deck. And they've got some cool looking cards to them. And I've also got I think they said 30 booster packs. So I wanted to do a quick opening about it and show you guys what was what. So if we actually start with the contents of the Piscean deck, we pull out the deck. I have not shuffled this, just kind of went through this a couple of times. I kind of dig the card art here on the back. The card art on the front is actually spectacular too. So here's like Doubloon. This is a spell card, obviously. We have Commute Sentence. This is great artwork. Maelstrom Invocation. This looks awesome. And then it goes into character cards. We got this character called Zanesh. Kanua. Which is not actually the Orca dude. It's actually the shark guy in the background eating him, I guess. Anikoni. Clarky. Vushko. Akami. And so on and so forth through the rest of the deck. Now, for anybody who's looking at getting into this game, if you can do it cheaply, do it. This game is currently like two decks and one set of boosters. They do have a ban list that's current. They are in a Kickstarter right now, I believe, for the second set. So this is still like a live game. But you can find these decks fairly easily, I think. And as I was looking through them, I kind of sort of taught myself how to play. And then I actually checked the box and the quick guide. So basically, this is played like Duel Masters. Every card can flip upside down and be used for its color code here as a single resource. So this being a black and a blue, I can create one of either of those colors. Then you'll have cards that are just straight blue, or there'll be straight black. This is fine. When they're in the shields row, they will have this hourglass showing that this is their 11 years, I believe is what they called it. The 11 years row. This is where you put 6 cards as your shields. The soul row is where your mana goes. It's where the cards go upside down. And the island is where your characters will go. And when we look to characters, you'll find, let's just grab, okay, Anikoni. Casts on either blue or black and 2 other with a 10 power, 6 toughness type deal. Eager, can attack when played, basically haste. When this is abolished, target Piscean citizen gains eager or sidestep until the beginning of your next turn. Outside of just going online, getting the rulebook digitally, and looking up all the keywords, this is basically Duel Masters and Magic. It is, I think, a really cool rendition of it. This is actually the set symbol / rarity. Rarity can also be found down here. This is a common. This is a common out of the first set. If you want to find a rare, you're going to look for gold symbols up in the top and the R down here. And it's just really cool. I'm not here to teach you guys entirely how to play this game. This is just sort of like a rate and review type deal. I know that this deck is something special because they have a card that says you can have 11 copies of it in your deck. This follows the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rule of 3. 50 card deck, no more, no less. And you get 6 shields. So, not too bad. Now, booster packs. We are going to open them. Because again, we got like 30 of these B-boys. And I really just kind of want to go through all the art with you guys and see what you guys like. And then me and my friends will play this, and we'll get back to you on how good or not it was. So here we go. We got Davy, Konsu, Eros, Memento Mori, Invoke Fire, foiled Dagon, but still common. Siege Engine Zyla, which may or may not be like a lore card. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. That could be like a lore card. Juturna, Dumuzi, Kerrigan, Magul, or yeah, Moogle, Sylvie. Let's see where we can find the rare. Maybe there was no rare. C, LC. That might be like Lord card. NR, maybe that's nearly rare. Oh well. So that's one. And then we're just gonna, like I said, I'll try to save a little bit of breath. Let's see what we got. We got Legendary Voyage, Venus, Diami, Dane, Invoke Fire, Dane is foil, Astrid lore card, Buried at Sea, looks like another NR, Konsu, Timey, Unheeded Warning, Commute Sentence. So it looks like cards from the decks can be in here, which again is what it is. Invoke Fire, Lupaka. So this looks like another Piscean. This is pretty cool. Dumuzi, Kerrigan, Doubloon, good old Ghost Henry, I don't know. Dane looks like another lore card. Fervent Incantation, finally a rare. Chicky, Asterope, Lorelei, Spell Unmake, green and blue, always fun. And again, this is kind of going to kick off like an openings week. Because me and some friends, we were thinking about maybe going and getting some boxes, getting some cards, and doing some openings. So far, I'm kind of digging the way this looks. Like, this game doesn't look too terrible. Looks like there's going to be a lore card in every pack. Kind of help you get a little glimpse into their little world and decide who's who. Maybe there's good guys, maybe there's bad guys. These packs come apart nice and easy. Cinder, Mutiny, Pasha, Kieran, Doubloon, Jurin, Daimi, Ustara, Nora, Maelstrom, Dahlia, Gertrude. And again, I mean, the art. This reminds me of, I don't want to say it reminds me of anything, actually. Kind of like the rule books and stuff for fantasy games. Like, again, not D&D, but sometimes. Some of it reminds me a little bit of art from like World of Warcraft. I'm sure that these characters were pulled from a little bit of everything. Looks like we got a little ninja right there. Forbidden Rendezvous, Cinder. Was that other card? It was a card game. It wasn't. Might have been Force of Will. Force of Will might be the card game I'm thinking of. Had almost like storybook art to it. And I will probably look through here later. Maybe I'll recognize some of these artists, or maybe I won't. Because again, usually when people start working with companies to do art, sometimes you'll see people who've done other games before popping in and out. Because again, fantasy artists, there's a lot of them, and the really good ones tend to find the gigs easier with their art. Like, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's giving me straight up Arlong from One Piece right there. Some very cool stuff here. Now, again, I'm not going to know if any of this is, like, valuable. Because, again, I haven't played this yet. I mean, I've played games like it, obviously, because I could see a lot of games in there. And that's cool. We got, like, 2 little Fire and Ice duality, like, summons or whatever. That's really cool. Little Angel. And you might even be able to play this as with a form of draft, which is something you can't do with Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, which kind of sucks, honestly. Like, if we could just talk about it, Yu-Gi-Oh is premium when we had the battle packs. So Konami, if you're out there, if you're listening, bring back the battle packs. Allow us to play proper draft again. And you'll make money. Oh, foil doubloon. Nice. So. Looks like we got plenty of pirates. Hey, actually, is this it's done by Mark Poole. And I'm wondering if this is going to be the same Mark Poole that actually animates or does the art for Magic cards. Because that used to be a name I used to collect, Mark Poole. Christopher Rush used to be like a big name for putting into my, like, I would collect the arts. I think Rush actually may have done the Black Lotus. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't think about who was my favorite landscape, though. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter right now. Let's be honest. A little Firebender. A little Avatar. It's fair. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be my next favorite game. I probably will put like one of each card away. Just as like a collection type deal. Because this is pretty cool. And they're nicely marked as to which card they are in the set. But so far it just looks like a foil in every pack. I don't think I've pulled anything better than a common in foil. Lore card in every pack. Sometimes a rare, sometimes an NR. So nothing too spectacular. Also kind of reminds me of Card Fight Vanguard. That might have been the other... Because, like, depending on which clan you were playing back in the day, your card arts went from extremely cute and cuddly to just, like, really fierce, cool, anime-ish characters. All right, that's the first half. All right, that's different. I'm not sure why this one has writing across it, but I'm gonna like just drop it there, I think. Come back to it. So okay, obviously that's not supposed to normally be there. So that's some sort of specialty thing, and that is an NR, so that was better than a common for the foil. And it's got, I don't even know what their writing would be considered. It kind of looks like Elvish or something at a quick glance. There we go. Davy, Konsu, Sunken, Juno, Doubloon, Autumn Ritual, Lore Card, Kekawa. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Little merfolk. And I know somebody's going to go, okay, well, you said somebody gave you these. Who gave them to you? They actually asked that I don't give out their name for whatever reason. And I'm just going to go ahead and respect that. I think he's from the Druak box. So he's actually on the box art for the other deck. I do have that sitting over here. That one's still sealed-ish. I took the packs out of it. Because there were 3 packs in this one. There were 3 packs in the other one. And then there was like 20-something packs. So it ended up working out to like 30 altogether. So that's cool. Frigid Requiem. Oscar the Loathsome Husk. It's me at work some days. If you know, you know. But I do dig like the little tribes that seem to be in here. That's neat. It's cool. The art's pretty awesome. Like this, Desperate Crescendo. That's awesome. Kind of reminds me of like Music from the heck was the game now? Chaotic was the game. And like you would have music and magicians. Instead of having magic, you'd fuse it with music to be fun. It made for some cool sounding names. This one's got some of that little text stuff going on right here too. It's also another NR, so I'm not sure if that's just got to do with when they get foiled with the better rarities. If we ever pull a foiled rare, I'll let you know. Seems pretty basic though. Seems like there's only 2 types of cards. Creatures, or I guess citizens, and spells. So again, it does very well mimic everything that was Duel Masters. Especially with the additional of your cards being like all of them being mana at the same time. Like this casts on 1, either green or white, while also being able to produce either green or white. Makes sense. I like him. That's cool. Little Batman-esque pose. I'm really hoping they do a set 2. If I do get a set 2, if they do that in the future, and I do play till then, maybe we'll have to open it on the channel. I probably won't do any more openings of the first set, even though I might go and get a box. Just to try to complete some of this. But yeah, so far, I'm pretty well sold. I think the rule of 3 is pretty solid. Oh, I thought it was notched. Rule of 3 is pretty solid. Having cards that can expand past the rule, being little rule breakers, that's fine too. That's something I haven't seen since Score and Upper Deck got together and did Dragon Ball Z. Back in the 90s, they did that. So that was pretty cool. What was it? I think it was even the Namekian style of fighting. Like, you know, if you're using Nail or Piccolo as your MP, then you can have 8 of these instead of 4. I think it is a good fusion of a lot of game mechanics, and I can't wait to read the rest of these cards. Because geez, I've only read the one deck, You'd think I would have opened up the second one and read it too, but not as of yet. So, not bad. Not bad. And even though they're all citizens, they are all... Sorry, I didn't mean to smack the camera. They're all different, like, little tribes in amongst it. So, like, maybe we'll pay attention, like, this time. Like, Lupaka here, Piscean citizen. That's just a spell. This will be a mystic citizen. So, well, let's back up a little bit. So, it's a mystic. So, like, mystics might be at their own deck. This one's a Piscean again. That's a lore card. This is an Ascendant. So, Ascendants are probably like angels or something on the in-between. Krug is a Druak, which is probably like the humans, because it seems like that's what they've been. There's another Mystic. There's an Ascendant. So Ascendants might be like angels, devils type deal. We put it in D&D terms. They'd be like the Tieflings, I guess, maybe. Mixed in with like, I don't want to say Deva, but like Asmar, maybe. Feral, Pow, Konsu, Timey, Doubloon, Invoke, Tua, Tabla Rusa, Arasa, Kalino, Nora, Adriel, Profane Ritual. I don't know what the ban list is. I just know that you can find it online. Literally just go to like cryptiktcg.com and you'll find everything from the rulebook to a full library of all the card arts, as well as the ban list, and maybe even where to play it locally. To see about it's Brooke. To see about where to maybe be able to play it locally, and get in some actual games with friends. Last two boosters. Let's see if we get that foiled out rare, or if that's just not going to be a thing. Doesn't need to be a thing for me, though. No, that's a common. Henry. Oh, he cool. Xernix. Alright, I like that too. And the last at-bat, my friends. I do have a Magic Monday little Commander spotlight coming up. We do have a whole month after this next week, I think, is when we're going to start in on the Spooktober and like really lean into the spooky season of October and bring you a lot more like zombies and fiend deck profiles as we make a move into a little bit more of the regular advanced format stuff. So we're going to do that. Speed Duel is going to keep going. We're going to move, like I said, we're going to move the Harpy deck that was supposed to be today. I want to get a little more playtest. I want to make sure that it's the best I can do before I set the profile. And then, obviously, I'll get you guys that. We'll get some more throwback decks for the Critters format. Because, again, the Critters format is probably one of the most popular and fun formats for old school Time Wizard formats in Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside of that, guys, just have a good day. Hopefully, you guys didn't mind taking a look at some of these older cards. Well, these aren't even all that old. This is like 2023, actually. So again, this is like a current game, and like maybe we'll get to play it sometime. Yeah, have a great day. Be kind to yourselves, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Later.